सभी को नमस्कार। प्रोफेसर योगेश सिंह, वाइस चांसलर, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली. Girls, he exemplifies academic excellence and commitment. During last 2 years, the university has rose to greater heights. Incidentally, I have been its chancellor for 2 years. But the credit goes to the Vice Chancellor, because that has been my style in life. When he was being greeted, इनको क्या दिया? हनुमान जी की प्रतिमा. निश्चित तौर पर दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय के हनुमान है. प्रोफेसर कविता शर्मा जी, चेयरपर्सन भारती कॉलेज, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली. मैम rendered a very enlightening address. पर एक खतरे की घंटी भी मेरे यहाँ हो गई. She knows too much about me. And knows at micro level, 8th International Dharam Dhama, well, that is not violation of my privacy or human rights. Professor Saloni Gupta ji, Principal Bharati College, all that has been said in praise of Bharati College. She is the spinal strength. Along with a team of very distinguished faculty. It will be too much of a risk if I do not refer to Dr. Sudesh Dhankad. And I don't believe in taking risks that are avoidable. She empowers me, cautions me, disciplines me, and girls often tells me that she is more educated than I am. She is a PhD from Manasri Vidyapeeth, all girls university in Rajasthan. Shri Varna Rao ji, someday we will have an occasion on Sansad TV so that the country comes to know about your art. Take note of it. Before I start, and I so declared in Rajya Sabha also, the world, our planet, is facing existential challenge by way of climate change. We may not exist, and make no mistake, we don't have another planet to live. And therefore the Prime Minister gave a call, befitting call, Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. I started with this campus also, and wherever I go, इसमें दो काम होते हैं. मैं मेरी माँ के नाम भी पेड़ लगाता हूँ और मेरी धर्मपत्नी की सास के नाम भी लगाता हूँ। आप सब लोग मेरा एक अनुरोध मानिए आज और संकल्प लीजिए कि आप ऐसा करोगे। माँ के नाम, दादी के नाम, नानी के नाम, ये बहुत बड़े पुण्य का काम होगा। एंड ट्रस्ट मी, प्रधानमंत्री जी की जो कॉल है, इट इज गेटिंग रियल ट्रैक्शन। पर जब आप करोगे, नियमित रूप से करोगे, नतीजे बहुत अच्छे आएंगे। The theme is topical, contemporaneously very relevant. Role of women in विकसित भारत। एक जमाना था जिसको मैं हमारा जमाना कहता हूँ। 1989 I was elected to Lok Sabha. I was a union minister. हमारे मुंह से नहीं निकल सकता था कि क्या हम विकसित भारत के रास्ते पर जाएंगे। वो भयानक सीन मैंने नजदीकी से देखा है। सोने की चिड़िया कहलाने वाले देश का सोना गिरवी रखा गया स्विट्जरलैंड के 2 बैंकों में। हालात इतने थे कि विदेशी संस्थाएं हमें डिसिप्लिन करने के लिए आती थी। कहां से कहां आ गए। गर्ल्स, यू आर लकी एंड फॉर्चुनेट, very lucky that we are discussing today, because the marathon march for Viksit Bharat at 2047 is already going on. You are the most important stakeholders of it. You have to drive it. पर हम जो देख रहे हैं, मेरी उम्र के लोग, हम तो वो सपना भी नहीं ले सकते थे जो आज जमीनी हकीकत है। सबसे पहले इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो व्हाट इज दैट वी आर स्ट्राइविंग टू अचीव। डेवलप्ड नेशन स्टेटस, व्हाट डज इट मीन? इट हैज नॉट बीन डिफाइंड, but it means mature, sophisticated, formal economy. Number 1, we are heading towards it very fast. Number 2, robust industrial ecosystem. The nation is on track. Higher standards of living. सोचा था कभी हर घर में टॉयलेट होगा, सोचा था हर घर में गैस कनेक्शन होगा, सोचा था हर घर में इंटरनेट होगी, सोचा था हर घर नल होगा, नल में जल होगा। 140 करोड़ के देश में ये सोचते हुए भी डर लगता था। जब मैं संसद में आया, हमें 50 गैस कनेक्शन मिलते थे। 50 एक एमपी को, ताकत थी उसकी। 15-17 करोड़ तो नीडी लोगों को दे दिए, हर किसी को उपलब्ध भी है। कहां से कहां आ गए। हमारा जीडीपी बढ़ रहा है। तो इन सब चीजों को देखकर हम डेवलप्ड नेशन क्यों नहीं है? वर्ल्ड बैंक कह रहा है India is spectacular in progress, a shining star, global destination of investment and opportunity. इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड कह रहा है डिजिटाइजेशन ऑफ इंडिया is an example to the world. What India has achieved in 6 years is not attainable in 4 decades plus. World Economic Forum भी वही कह रहा है. We are the third largest in purchasing power and at the moment 5th largest global economy. But as rightly pointed out by the Vice Chancellor, to be a developed nation, our per capita income has to go 7-8 fold. We have to work for that. Only then we can become a developed nation. Economic rise is important because that rise is exponential, unprecedented. Girls, just 10 years ago, our economy was amongst 5 fragile economies. We are now top 5 economies of the world. We are already ahead of Canada, UK, France. आने वाले 2 साल में जापान और जर्मनी भी पीछे रह जाएंगे. ऐसा जब हो रहा है तो हमारे सामने चुनौतियां क्या हैं? ऐसी कौन सी चुनौतियां हैं जिनको हमें एंटीसिपेट करना चाहिए और न्यूट्रलाइज करना चाहिए? चुनौतियां हैं एंटी नेशनल नैरेटिव्स. पूरी दुनिया हमारी तारीफ कर रही है और कुछ लोग कहते हैं यहाँ कुछ भी हो सकता है. वो कुछ भी बोल देते हैं. क्या वो राष्ट्र हित की बात कर रहे हैं? Are they keeping nation above national interest, their own interest, self-interest? I appeal to you, when it comes to national interest and development, we have to keep aside political, partisan and self-interest. मैंने देखा है, एक्सपीरियंस किया है कि बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स के लिए इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं जिसका आप अंदाजा नहीं लगा सकते. फिर भी seductive commitment to government job, coaching centers is very painful to me. When I see those advertisements on front page, एक एक पैसा उस एडवर्टीजमेंट का उस बच्चे बच्ची से आता है. कमर्शलाइजेशन ऑफ द क्रूडेस्ट फॉर्म. वी हैव टू de-silo the opportunities. There are opportunities available in sea, on land, in sky and in space. I have been to ISRO. And you cannot imagine what opportunities are there. आप लोग be fully updated कि opportunities कहाँ कहाँ हैं. पहले कहा जाता है इंडिया स्लीपिंग जाइंट है, बट गर्ल्स, इंडिया no longer is a sleeping giant. It is no longer a country with potential. It's a country that is on the rise. The rise is unstoppable and it is incremental. ये होकर रहेगा, but this is not possible. If 50% of people in this country are not participants, we cannot achieve fastest developed nation status unless our girls and women participate. They have energy, they have talent. We have to create an ecosystem for their optimal participation. It cannot happen otherwise. The very thought of India, a developed nation, without participation of girls and women is not a rational thinking. आपकी भागीदारी से विकसित भारत का सपना 2047 से पहले पूरा होगा। आज के दिन women constitute backbone, spinal strength of rural economy, agro economy, informal economy. But they are facing problems that they even can't share. And therefore the Prime Minister started a decade ago with a mission, with great passion and commitment, that unless हमारी बेटियां आगे आकर कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं करेंगी, भारत का भविष्य उज्जवल हो ही नहीं सकता। और जो हजारों साल पहले भारत था, we have to attain that status. We are much beyond women empowerment. It has to be woman-led empowerment. You have to lead it. और कितना जबरदस्त काम हुआ है। Reservation for women in parliament, Lok Sabha and legislatures to the extent of 1/3 will be a game changer. It will revolutionize policy making. It will put right people in right seat for decision making. 30 साल तक ये नहीं हुआ। प्रयास किए गए थे, सफलता नहीं मिली। सफलता मिली क्योंकि इरादा मजबूत था, एकाग्रता थी, निष्ठा थी, और इस आवश्यकता को महसूस किया गया कि यदि अगर हमारी लड़कियों को और महिलाओं को सशक्त नहीं करेंगे, उनको अधिकार नहीं देंगे, तो देश की जो गति है वो उतनी तीव्रता से आगे नहीं बढ़ सकती। बहुत कदम उठाए गए हैं और महिलाओं ने बड़ी ख्याति प्राप्त की है। मुद्रा लोन की बात करूं, I have checked up in detail, micro detail. It has changed lives of many women. They have become from job seekers to job givers. Look at any field, participation of our girls is blossoming. Girls, let me take you to last Republic Day parade. It was all your show. On Kartavya Path, on 26 January 2024, आप दिख रहे थे। कम्बैट फाइटर प्लेन्स को आप उड़ा रही थी। What a great achievement. Because of your participation, we can have sustainable realization in terms of development by 2030. पर क्या हम कह सकते हैं आज के दिन कि जेंडर डिस्पैरिटी नहीं है? सेम क्वालिफिकेशन बट डिफरेंट पे, better qualification but not equal opportunities. That mindset has to change. The ecosystem has to be equitable. Inequities have to be decimated. और जहाँ औरतें, लड़कियाँ अपने आप को सुरक्षित महसूस नहीं करती, वो समाज सभ्य समाज नहीं है, वो डेमोक्रेसी कलंकित है, वो हमारी प्रगति में सबसे बड़ा अवरोधक है। और आज के दिन The fear in the mind of our girls and women is a cause of concern. It's a national concern. How can in land of Bharat girls and women be unsafe? How can their dignity be outraged? How can there be rape and murder in hospital when girl doctor is in service of humanity, saving lives of others? This is painful. It happened in 2012. It happened in 80s also, Mathura. A lady who was molested in a police station, but acquittal was there on technical grounds. इसलिए आज हम एक चौराहे पर खड़े हैं। भारत की राष्ट्रपति ने, राष्ट्रपति who is a tribal woman, who has seen grassroots reality, she was constrained to express herself. I appeal to all the girls to read it. I'll share the copy of a statement with the principal. What the president has said, enough is enough. Let us call it enough is enough. I want this clarion call to be national call. I want everyone to be participant in this call. Let us resolve, create a system no longer. Zero accommodation, zero tolerance. When you make a girl or woman victim, you are injuring our civilization. You are injuring sublimity. You are behaving like a monster. You are exemplifying barbarity to an extreme draconian level. Nothing should come in the way. And I want everyone in the country to heed the sane, sage, and timely caution by the President of India. I am appalled. I am pained and somewhat surprised that someone holding a position in the Supreme Court bar, a member of parliament, acting in a manner, and what does he say? A symptomatic malaise, and suggested that such incidents are commonplace. What a shame. Words fail me in condemning such a stance. It is doing greatest injustice to the high position. But I am glad members of the bar have come in support of our girls and women. For partisan interest, for self-interest, you take a stance, leveraging your authority to perpetrate such kind of heinous injustice to our girls and women. Let me tell you, girls, 1975 was a draconian period. Emergency was clamped. More than lakh of people were put behind bars. Darkest period of Indian democracy. terror was unleashed by the then Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi to save her seat. Everyone caved in. Supreme Court bar did not cave in. The President of the Supreme Court bar then questioned the then Chief Justice A.N. Ray, where under challenge was judgment of 9 high courts. The 9 high courts in one voice has held fundamental rights survive even in emergency. Justice A.N. Ray, the then Chief Justice, formed a convenient bench of 5 judges. The then President of the Supreme Court bar went to him, have only the senior-most 5 judges. And that is how Justice A.N. Ray, Justice Beg, Justice Chandrachud Senior, Justice Bhagwati, and Justice H.R. Khanna, the lone dissenter, was part of that bench. We could know the real pain through dissenting view of Justice H.R. Khanna. A leading newspaper in the US wrote, democracy has been derailed in India in its 18th year. Should it ever come back, there will be a statue in honor of H.R. Khanna. But H.R. Khanna was part of that bench because President of the Supreme Court bar, even in the face of emergency, took a stand. And here one says it is symptomatic, malaise, incidents are commonplace. I strongly condemn it. The relieving feature is that members of the bar have risen in unison to come in favor of girls and women. What can be greater injustice to humanity? We trivialize suffering of our girls? No, not any longer. Girls, give up your fear. Your fear helps those monsters. Do not cave in. We must have now an ecosystem so deterrent that no one dares to outrage your dignity, much less commit things like rape. The nation is yours. ये जो हवन हो रहा है पूरे देश में विकसित भारत के लिए, इस हवन कुंड में सबसे महत्वपूर्ण आहुति आपकी है। गांधी जी ने कहा था, बच्चे को पढ़ाओ सुधर जाएगा, बच्ची को पढ़ाओ समाज सुधर जाएगा। I call upon each of you, girls, be financially independent. That is quintessentially important for you to unleash your energy and potential. Do it, and I'm sure you will see the change immediately. Your determination alone will help us reach a status of a developed nation, certainly by 2047, if not earlier. But if you get determined, trust me, it will be much earlier. So, take a big leap. Uniform Civil Code is a constitutional ornament. It is in directive principles. Supreme Court has severally held it is being delayed. But Uniform Civil Code that has been on the shelf for too long is a small measure of justice to your segment. Look around what it means. It will help in several ways, but majorly it will help your gender. My earnest appeal, always keep nation above everything else, self-interest or political interest. We see day in and day out people saying all kinds of things, only to taint our institutions, run down our country, defame our country. We cannot afford to be spectators in silence. Don't observe silence. Because what has happened in 10 years is beyond my dream, beyond contemplation of people of my age. The respect India has earned globally, I never saw it. You are feeling it. Our rise is indigestible in some quarters in the world, but painfully, it is indigestible even amongst some of us. You are the ones who have to be the warriors of it. Your voice will count. Raise your voice because you have platforms now, and I'm sure you shall be doing it. Also challenge those who don't believe in the nation. Challenge those who belittle our civilization. हम भारतीय हैं, भारतीयता हमारी पहचान है। हजारों साल की महान संस्कृति की विरासत पर हमें गर्व है। हमारे वेद उपनिषद विराज और उपनिषद पुराणों में जो ज्ञान है, नॉलेज एंड विजडम, दुनिया में कहीं नहीं है। अब समय आ गया है कि ये ऊपर आ रहा है, ये खिल रहा है, दुनिया प्रशंसा कर रही है, और कुछ लोग छोटे हित के लिए, राजनीतिक हित के लिए कैसी कैसी बातें करते हैं। सही मन में कहूं तो एक व्यक्ति ने गांव से कहा, ये बावले ऐसी बात क्यों कर रहे हैं, इनको कोई रोकता क्यों नहीं, इनके समझ में नहीं आता क्या किस सड़क पर चल रहे हैं, कैसा डिजिटाइजेशन का महत्व समझ रहे हैं। सबका आनंद लेते हुए कहते हैं कोई प्रगति नहीं है। They are turning Nelson's eye to the phenomenal progress we have had. Never let down those who are in service of the nation. तो देश की सेवा में है, वो हमारी सीमा पर भी हैं। We have to take pride in them. We can never let them. कुछ लोग ऑप्टिकल इल्यूजन दिखाते हैं। ये प्रोग्रेस कोई जादूगिरी नहीं है कि फटाफट फटाफट आ जाए। It can't come. Progress has to be firm. It can't be on quicksand. Progress has to be futuristic. Progress has to be lasting. Progress is not in empowering your pocket. Progress is empowering you to empower yourself. And तभी ये देश में बड़ा काम हो रहा है। 10 साल से जो हो रहा है, सोचिए, कोई छुट्टी नहीं। आप अंदाजा नहीं लगा सकते कितना काम हो रहा है, नेतृत्व कितना सबल है। ये जरूर आपको कहूंगा कि सिस्टम को कुछ लोग हाईजैक कर लेते हैं बड़ी होशियारी से। वो चाहिए पार्लियामेंट हो, चाहिए न्यायपालिका हो, और कैसे करते हैं, बड़ी बेखूबी करते हैं। दे एम्प्लॉय अ मैकेनिज्म proximity to the power, premised on being from the same alma mater, from the same college, having similar groove. We have to be watchful of them. When you generate proximity to power to gain personally, you are injuring a system spinally. आप बहुत समझदार हैं, इशारों में मेरी बात समझ गए ना? Am I right? You have followed it? I will not expand further. Experience and avail the opportunities that are around. Girls, I have no doubt, I am confident, I am optimistic. We'll be a developed nation sooner than 2047. Collectively rebuff forces within and without that are inimical to girls and women. मेरी बात मानकर चलिए, आज के दिन सड़क पर आपका हर भाई है, देश के हर कोने में आपका भाई खड़ा है आपको बचाने के लिए। ये अब नतीजा आएगा। We cannot afford a society where you have fear, your sleepless night, you feel constrained in serving for public. आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आपने मुझे सुना। I have one request to make to Professor Saloni Gupta. I will host in batches my daughters in new building of Parliament. Irrespective of the number, I want all of you to visit it. आपको लगेगा भारत बदल नहीं रहा है, भारत दुनिया को बदलेगा। If I happen to be in town, which I will try to make it for all sessions, maybe one or two I may miss, I will spend time with you. My office will coordinate with her. Thank you so much.